Hello my lovelies. So today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys my manicure routine. Now first of all, I just want to apologize if you hear any noise in the background. My husband is directly in the next room over playing his video games. I'm sorry if you guys can hear him. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be doing our manicure routine today. And I just want to show you guys what I do, the products I use, some of my favorite holy grail products that I cannot live without. Now I'm also going on a little nail growth journey. I had a couple of nails break, so I had to file them down, and I am currently trying to grow them out. So basically every single week, this is what I do on my nails. Every week I manicure them before I paint them, and this is what I do. And what I'm going to be doing is maybe every 2 weeks, I would say, twice a month, I'm going to be showing you guys my progress. So you'll be able to follow along with me, join me on this journey, see how my nails are doing, any struggles I run into, what I think are my favorite things to use and the things that are really helping my nails become stronger and to grow faster. So let's get into this video. Now the very first thing that you want to do is remove any old polish on your nails. Currently, as you can see, I don't have anything on my nails, so I can't really show you, but I am going to show you guys the products that I use. So here we go. Now, this is what I like to use as far as like my nail polish remover bottle. I do have something different in here. I used this up, it got all dirty and gross, and I put something else in there. What I'm about to show you is actually my favorite nail polish remover. This is just the container that I keep it in, okay? And don't mind my thumb. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know what happened. I was in the kitchen, like the lovely wife I am, cooking my husband something to eat. I was cutting up some fresh herbs, like I was cutting up some fresh basil, and somehow my thumb got in between the cutting board and the knife, and it literally just cut my thumbnail in half, took a chunk of my skin off. It looks much better. It's been about a week since that happened, a little over a week, so it is growing out a little more and it doesn't look as terrible. It was really bad, but yeah, don't mind my thumb. I'm also going to be showing you guys the progress of that and how that nail is doing growing out. In case you're interested, just stay tuned for that. So basically what I was saying is this is the nail polish remover bottle that I use. I like to actually be able to dip my fingers in here and scrub this stuff off. It's much easier for glitter and hard to remove polishes. So basically what I do is I bought this, I used it all up, dumped the stuff out. This is what it looks like inside. Okay, that's what it looks like on the inside. So I bought this, I used it all up, dumped everything out of it, and then this is my favorite nail polish remover. It is the absolute best and least expensive one that I use. You can get this at Sally's Beauty Supply. It comes in 3 different sizes. This is the biggest one, I believe it's 32 ounces. You know what, I lied. I think you can get one that's in a gallon, but this is like the second to biggest one. It's 32 ounces. Now this is their pure acetone, okay? So I use this mainly if I have glitter, stubborn, hard to remove polish, or cleaning up around the edges of my cuticles. Now when I have just regular nail polish on, just regular nail polish, it's not hard to remove, I use this. This is acetone. It's not pure acetone. It has acetone in it, but it also has things that are more hydrating, better nutrients for your nails. So it's a little bit better. It's not going to dry your nails out as much as the pure acetone will. This is also the 32 ounce size. And then what I also use, okay, if I'm not using this, like dipping my fingers in there, I bought these. I believe I got them from CVS. They have the little pump bottle. If I ever need to use, a cotton swab or a lint-free wipe, I will use this. This is no longer the product that came in here. I used it all up. and this is just the Sally's pure acetone, and I also have it in the regular nail polish remover. This has acetone in it, just like that pink one from Sally's. It's just better for your nails and more conditioning. This is the actual product that came in here. I haven't used much of it. So yeah, as far as nail polish removers, that is what I use. Okay, so that's your first step, is you want to go ahead, remove any nail polish on your nails, and then you want to go over to the sink and wash them. You want to get any of that nail polish remover or acetone off of them, okay? So you're going to wash your nails really well. What I do is I have an old toothbrush. I bought a soft head one specifically for my nails, and I go ahead and use that as my nail cleaning brush, okay? So I'll take it, put my soap on it, and clean it, and it's really good because of the smaller bristles. It can really get underneath your nails and really in those cuticles and really clean them out, okay? So that is how I wash my hands. Every time I wash my hands, I always get in there and really scrub my nails. It gets rid of any dead skin, helps with dead cuticles, and I use a special like moisturizing hand wash, so it also moisturizes my nails at the same time. So the very next thing that I'm going to show you guys is how I remove my cuticles. That's always going to be my next step in this process, is removing my cuticles. My very favorite cuticle remover is this. Okay, this is also from Sally's. It's really thin and milky, as you can see, but I love it. What I did was I took an old nail polish bottle. I actually bought a bunch of these off of Amazon, so I just use it. I put this in here, and it's just much easier to actually get on my cuticles. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do with this, you want to make sure that you really shake it up. Now I use 2 products. I have really bad cuticles, guys. I always have, ever since I was little. They just grow in really quickly. Okay, I never cut my cuticles, unless, if you can see right here, I do have like a little hangnail or something. I don't know what you would call it, but I will cut like something like that off, but I never like go in with a cuticle cutter and cut my cuticles. So I put 2 different products and like really try to get rid of any dead cuticles. So what I do is I take the first one, which is the Blue Cross cuticle remover from Sally's. So you want to really get it on the brush, get it on your cuticles. I'll usually go through with like 2 coats of it. Get it on your cuticles. Like that. And then what I do is I'll take my finger and just kind of really get it in there. Okay? And then I'll usually let this sit on there. Put a little bit more. And then I'll let this sit on there for a good 15 seconds or so. And then we're going to go on with the actual removal process of the cuticles. So I have 2 different tools that I like to use. I have this one from Tweezerman. It's a cuticle pusher on one side, and then on this side it's just a little flat tool. It's good to really get the stuff under the nails. And then I also like this one. I got this one from Born Pretty store. This is a cuticle pusher on one side, and then this side is a really sharp little metal tool, and this allows you to really get, you know, in the cuticles and scrape the stuff off. Alright, I'll show you how I use this. So I'm going to first go in with my Tweezerman cuticle pusher, and you just want to very gently push your cuticles back, okay? We're not actually trying to remove any right now, we're just pushing them back. And again, do this gently. You don't want to like hurt yourself or damage your cuticles. Now, a lot of people think that this around the outside of your nail is your cuticle. That is not your cuticle. Your cuticle is like in here. If you push this back, that stuff, there's like a little bit of skin that's in there. That is your cuticle. And you want to have a nice little cotton swab just to wipe the stuff off because it can get kind of gross. Alright, I'll usually go in twice. Make sure you push them back nicely. Next, this is where this tool comes in. What I do is I just take it, okay, and I go around the cuticles like this with a sharp edge, very gently, and you can see, you know, that I'm picking some stuff up. That is your cuticle, not this skin right here. And if you go into nail salons and stuff, they'll actually cut that stuff off of you, and they're not supposed to do that. I would never recommend cutting your cuticles, okay? And I'm gonna show you the only time I'll ever even bring cuticle clippers to my nails. I'm gonna show you what I use it for. But as you can see, I'm just going in here and trying to get this stuff out from under here. Now, I told you guys I do this once a week, so I don't have much. I never do, because I do this so often. And it's okay to do this once a week. You're not, you know, as long as you're not cutting your cuticles, it's okay. But I would never recommend that. Once a month, once a year. Even if you have really overgrown cuticles, man, if you do this once a week for a month, do this 4 times in 1 month, and you're going to notice a big difference in your cuticles. I did. So now we're done with that one. And the very next thing that I like to take is this cuticle remover, and this one is from Sally Hansen. I got this at Walgreens. Kind of a little close up. It's a Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. Alright, so what the instructions say on this one is to leave this on for 15 seconds. So I just squeeze a little bit on, like that. Just like that. And I wait, like it says, 15 seconds. And with this one also, I like to just take my finger and rub it in, just to make sure that it's really getting in there and having the chance to work. Alright, so we're going to wait 15 seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and push our cuticles back again and try to get rid of any remaining cuticle that's there.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon.
And then what you want to do is take your wipe, whatever you use for this, lint-free wipe, cotton swabs, whatever you use. Just going to go ahead and remove the excess, okay? And there we go. Our cuticles are all pushed back and removed. So now this is the only time where these come into play in my entire manicure routine, okay? You can kind of see right there, I have a little bit of extra skin that I don't know really what happened, but that is when I take my cuticle clippers. I'll just go in there and cut that and get rid of it. Bam. That's the only thing I ever use these for. And then that's what my cuticles look like when they're done. Now this next step is very important. You want to make sure that you go wash your hands. Wash this stuff off your hands, or else it's going to continue to eat at your cuticles, okay, and your skin. So go wash this stuff off your hands. I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the very next thing you want to do, because we just washed our hands, is put on some cuticle oil. I do this every single time I wash my hands, guys. It dries out your nails and your cuticles so much that you want to put on some nail/cuticle oil. This is my personal favorite. I made this. I mixed a bunch of different oils together. You can go ahead and check out the video on me explaining how I made this. I will leave the link in the description, okay? So we take this and I just put it on my cuticle and the nail itself. And then, you know, our next step, we're going to be filing our nails. So I like to have oil on them when I file. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm gliding over them easily. And I also flip my nails around and I get the oil on the underside, okay? This is important. Your nail is not just the top part, okay? It goes all the way around. You do have an underside, and you want to make sure that you get under there. And then I just will take my finger and massage it all the way in. Make sure that I get it really nicely massaged in the nail and the cuticle. Okay, there we go. Now let's move on to filing. Okay guys, so I have a lot of different files. Alright, now the only time that I will ever use an emery board file like this, is if I'm trying to take down length on my nails. Like if I break a nail and I need to file the rest down, I will use something like this to like quickly and easily take length off. That's the only time I will use emery. I prefer glass nail files. They are my favorite and they're the best for your nail. Now there's a lot of like imitation glass nail files that are out there that are not true like crystal glass, and that would be something like this, okay? I got this one from, I believe, Walgreens. This side is not even a file. This side is just like regular glass, and this side is supposed to be the file. It is terrible. Okay, make sure that if you're going to buy a glass file, you get a real, genuine glass file. This is fake, and I hate it. Just throw that over there. Another one is this one. Thought it was cool because it came in this little case. This one is kind of nice, but unfortunately it has worn down on me, and I haven't even had it that long, which tells me that this one is also not a real crystal glass file. It pretty much doesn't even do anything anymore. I got this one online. You can actually, if you look really closely, you can kind of see like where it's worn down. Like right here. It's not even really a file anymore. Okay? This is also a piece of crap. Now my favorite up until this point has been this one. I got this at Sephora. You can tell I've used the crap out of it. You can like feel the difference. If you ever get a fake glass file and then a real glass file, you can feel the difference in it. It just feels so much better, and you know, this has been my favorite file up until this point. This is a very, very good file, okay? It is great, and I have loved it up until this point. Now, the other day, I received this one in the mail from Bonafide Beauty. They are a great company. This is their company name right here. Okay, they actually sent me this file for review, and I've been testing it out, and honestly I love it. This is my favorite glass file that I've ever tried. First of all, look how beautiful it is. These are their new neon files, and look at how gorgeous that is. I mean, look at that gradient on there. It's just so pretty to look at, and not only that, but it is just, it works really well, you guys. It's definitely genuine glass. They are available on Amazon, and it's just a really nice file. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I use this. I will leave a link to their Amazon down below in the description. They have a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different styles. I mean, they're just really cool. And as you saw, it comes in this little case to keep it protected, okay? So what I do, I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. What I do is, first of all, I start with the top. I make sure to hold the file perfectly straight, okay? People say not to go back and forth, but honestly, guys, come on. I think it's okay with glass files. You don't want to do this with the emery file, the actual emery boards. I would just file in one direction. Now, these files take off a lot very quickly, so you want to be really careful, okay? So I'll start, you know, with the edge of my nail. Make sure to hold the file straight, like I said, and just file it down a little bit to make it nice and even. Then I take it and I go on the sides and get a nice little file in there. And there you go. Now I do prefer my nails square, so that's how you do it. You just go straight across, keep your file straight, and go like that. You know, sometimes I'll just like go like that on the edges just so they're not like sharp and pointy. But yeah, that's how I file my nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and file the rest of them. So now we're done with filing, and the next step that you want to do is go ahead and put oil on again after you get all of the you know, the grittiness off. Now I did show you guys this oil. This is my favorite. I do also use this one. This is from Sally's. I love this oil. It does have jojoba oil in it, so that means it will be able to penetrate your skin. This stuff smells incredible. Oh my god, I love it. It smells like I'm on the beach, and that's why it's my favorite. It also has like a nice big brush. Alright, so as far as like store-bought, like already made oils, this is my favorite one. I have used Bliss Kisses oils in the past, and I enjoy their, you know, Simply Pure oil as well. I just honestly ran out, so I can't show it to you guys right now. I did order some more, but you know, as far as like where you can buy from a store, this oil and the Bliss Kiss oil are my favorite. The one I made myself is my all-time favorite oil, okay? But if you guys don't have the stuff to make that, I would recommend getting any of these ones. So what you want to do at this point is go ahead and oil your nails again. Now I put nail oil on my nails at least 10 times a day, you guys. You need to make sure that your nails are always hydrated, and that is because if you ever, like if your nail ever bends, if it has oil on it, it's not going to break, alright? And I do use nail strengtheners. I had acrylics that I took off about 2 months ago, and they ruined my nails. I'm, you know, still in the process. Like, I'm still going through my journey to bring them back to their full health. So I do have to use strengtheners. If you use them by themselves, if you ever bend your nail or something, they will break because, you know, they make your nails really hard. So if you use plenty of nail oil on top of, you know, the strengtheners, if you use them together, it's like the perfect combo, okay? So there we go. We got the oil on. And the very next thing that I do, this stuff is seriously amazing, okay? This is Bag Balm. It's a skin moisturizer, okay? I use it for my nails as a sealant, alright? So what this is going to do is you put this on after you put your oil on, and it's going to seal the oil in. It basically is going to force it to penetrate better. It is a thick balm, alright? I love this stuff. I also have the Burt's Bees hand salve, which is just like this, alright? It's like a balm, but this stuff smells like Vicks. It smells like Vicks, so I don't use this that much. I mainly use this on my feet and my toes, but this is also another good option when it comes to like a moisturizing cream that's going to seal your oil in. And I also love this one from Burt's Bees. Yeah, this is the lemon butter cuticle cream, okay? And it is like the same deal. You can see I love it. I use it a lot. Only thing that I hate about this stuff is it's impossible to open, especially after you've put oil on your hands. So I would recommend opening this up before you oil your nails. That way you can already have it open. But I also love this. It smells amazing. Oh my god, this stuff smells so good. And it is really moisturizing and hydrating for your nails. I'd flip back and forth between the three of these, really mainly these two. You know, but in this video I'm going to use this one. So you just pick up a little bit of it. You can kind of see the consistency of it, and I just get it on my nails, and I honestly rub it all in my hands. Alright, so I get it in there really, really, really good, moisturize it in, make sure to get, you know, as much as I can underneath, and then really the next thing that we do is I start painting my nails. You know, so I usually let this soak in and really allow, you can see how moisturizing it is. It's almost like greasy. Alright, but I allow this to really soak in for at least 20 minutes to a half an hour to really allow it to penetrate and allow my hands to drink this stuff up. Now what you want to do is after the half an hour that this has been on your nails, you want to go ahead and wash your hands, okay? Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys that I got this at CVS. They have like a specific hand cream area, and that's where I found this at, okay? So like I was saying, you want to let this soak in for a good 20 minutes to a half an hour. When it's done fully soaking in, after that half an hour, you need to wash your hands. Otherwise, you'll never be able to paint your nails because this stuff is just very greasy, so it will not allow, you know, your nail polish to stick. So again, after the half an hour is up, you're gonna go wash your hands, and I will meet you guys right back here. Alright guys, so it's been about 45 minutes that I let that stuff soak in, and I just went and washed my hands, and you can still see like just how moisturized they are. Like they feel so good. Alright, so the next thing that you're gonna do before you actually start on your, you know, your manicure painting is you're gonna take some alcohol. Alright, I just use the Walgreens brand 91% alcohol, and I take a lint-free wipe, spray a little bit of it on there, and you're gonna go ahead and just put this on your nails. It just gets rid of any extra oil that might be left on there. Alright, so next up you're gonna take your base coat. This is my favorite base coat. This is OPI's Natural Nail Base Coat. This is probably the best base coat that I've ever used as far as like to prevent staining. I've never tried another base coat that truly protects my nails from staining as well as this one does, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get that on my nails. And then next up, we're gonna put a strengthener on. And the one that I use tends to stain my nails. So that's why I put this on first and don't just use that one as my base coat, because unfortunately it does stain my nails if I use it by itself. This has prevented that from happening. Ever since I started using this with my strengthener, it no longer stains my nails terribly. So we're gonna let this fully dry, and then I'm gonna move on to my nail strengthener. Okay guys, so my base coat is dry, and the nail strengthener that I use is OPI's Nail Envy. Now the directions for this are, you're supposed to put it on, put 2 coats on, and then every day you put on another coat on top for 7 days. At the end of the 7 days, you take it off and start over again. You do that for as many cycles as you like, and then you can just start using it as a regular base coat, which is what I do now, okay? Now I use the Nail Envy, and I also use OPI's Natural Nail Strengthener. Now as far as this one goes, I put this on over my top coat when I'm fully done with my manicure, okay? This one goes on last, over my top coat, and I put this one on just as a little added strengthener because my nails were very weak, and they are getting better, but I still keep up with my routine because they still do need a little bit of help. So after my base coat has fully dried, I put on 1 layer of my Nail Envy. Alright, now at this point, when this is fully dry is when you would actually start like your manicure for painting your nails, okay? So you can either go ahead when this is dry and go on with your peel off base coat or whatever base coat you want to use. For my next manicure, I'm going to be using Orly's Bonder, and that's because I'm going to be using vinyls. So this is the base coat that I choose to use whenever I'm using vinyls. If you have a peel off base coat and you try to use vinyls with it, it more than likely, unless you let it dry for like 3 hours, is going to peel up your design underneath the vinyl. So I try to stay away from peel off base coats whenever I am using vinyls. If I'm doing a stamping or just a regular manicure or a gradient or something like that, then I'll use my UNT peel off base coat. Yeah, this is UNT's peel off base coat. Best peel off base coat that there is. I've tried many and this is my favorite. So if I'm going to use a peel off base coat, this is always my go-to. So I'm going to go ahead and get a layer of that on there. Now, I'm not actually going to be doing my nail art in this video. I will have the video up right after this one, probably the next day whenever this goes live. I will have the video for the actual nail art that I choose to do over this. So if you guys want to go ahead and watch it, as soon as it does become available, I'll link it down below for you. But I just wanted to show you guys my base coat and stuff. So as far as top coats go, I have a couple that are my favorite depending on the situation and what I'm doing. If I need a quick dry top coat, hands down Sèche Vite is my absolute favorite. So I have this big one, and I have my little one, and about 3 backups of the little one. Never even opened this yet because I just don't need it. Now, if you are going to use Sèche Vite, you absolutely need to get Sèche Restore, okay? Basically, this is a nail polish thinner. This is how it comes. Alright, it's just a little container of this, and then it comes, you know, with a little squeezy. You absolutely need to purchase this because Sèche Vite, pretty much halfway down the bottle, starts to get really thick and clumpy, and this is a nail polish thinner, so it's going to go ahead and restore it back to like the day you bought it, okay? So if you are planning on purchasing Sèche Vite, I would definitely recommend this. And I also use this as a regular nail polish thinner. If I have any nail polishes that got really thick over time and stuff, I'll, you know, put one little syringe of this in there, and it literally brings it back from the dead. Okay, so there's my Sèche Restore. My next favorite top coat is by INM, and this is called Out the Door. I got this big bottle from Sally's. You can get the smaller size bottles from, I believe, CVS and Walgreens, or Sally's. They also have the smaller bottles there, but I do like to buy this bigger one. I think it was like $10. You save a lot of money by getting the bigger one. And I really do also enjoy this top coat. It is a quick dry top coat, okay? As well as Sèche Vite. I'll just use this for a change, really. I mean, there's no real reason why I would use this instead of Sèche Vite. And then finally, my last favorite top coat. This is Nicole by OPI. This is their High Shine top coat. This is my favorite glossy top coat. Now, I would use this in any instance that I can't use my Sèche Vite. Now that would be something like if I'm doing a design with nail foils, you can't use a quick dry top coat on them because it will ruin the foil. Or if I'm doing something that's really, really hollow and I want it to be like really sparkly, this will, you know, really transform the hollow. It just gives it a whole different effect. So yeah, that is when I would use this instead of a quick dry top coat. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much everything. That is my entire manicure routine. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave me a comment. I always respond. If you like the video, then go ahead and click that like button. And also subscribe to my channel. I have some amazing content coming for you guys. I'm going to be doing a couple of reviews and also, you know, more manicures like always, more designs. Go ahead and check out my Instagram as well. I do take pictures of all of my work over there. My Instagram is the same thing here. It's Miss Analyst, except it has a period in the middle. So it's miss.analyst, the same way that it's spelled here. Yeah, guys, go ahead and check me out. I love to connect with you and talk to you. So yeah, guys, you have a great day. Bye.
You gon' stop with me, we gon' end on it. Let me